one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everyone. This is Monday, July 15th. If you have any questions or comments, come up to the microphone, give us your name and address, and tell us what's on your mind. Call the roll, please.
Cedar?
Here.
Ellery?
Here.
Kinsfater?
Here.
Lupa?
Here.
McCourt?
Here.
McCartney?
Here.
Watt?
Here.
All present, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. We'll go to consent agenda. A, City Council Minutes of July 1st, 2019, regular meeting recommendation approved. B is the Planning Commission minutes of May 22nd and June 12th, 2019 meetings, recommendation received. And Cemetery Board of Trustees minutes of June 4th, 2019 meeting, recommendation received.
Hearing no questions, Your Honor, make a motion to approve as presented.
Support.
Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Number 5 is presentations. A certificate of appreciation to Miss Alexandria Komorowski. Mr. Tim Burns, you want to come up and tell us what's going on here?
Thank you, Your Honor, members of the council. On July 4th, just prior to the start of the fireworks, my grandkids were visiting at my residence of 561 North Riverside. And as you may know, our front lawn is basically the slope of the hill down to M29. And our little 3-year-old grandson, for some unknown reason, bolted. And he's fast on the horizontal surface, but you go downhill, you're not going to catch him. And there was a very, very near miss there. Thankfully, Alexandria was visiting her family next door to us, and she came to our aid. She heard the shouts and looked up and saw what was happening and instantly stopped him at the 3rd terrace, which is probably the last one before you get in a real steep slope to M29. And that was our concern, is that within a heartbeat, that little boy would have been out there on M29 with that traffic. So that's our story. We'll be grateful for a very long time. I think she averted a real tragedy by her quick actions, which she did at night. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Why don't you stand up here for a second, and let's bring Alexandria up here. Alexandria, I have a certificate of appreciation from the City Council. With recognition, with gratitude is given by the City of St. Clair, the true spirit of community and pride, to Alexandria Komorowski. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. No more fitting time to have a great story like that right now. All right, reports of administration. Well, we don't have anything from A tonight. Mr. Downey, do you have anything?
I have nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Anybody have anything from Mr. Downey? Any city departments? D is authorities and boards and commissions. Anybody have anything? Any unfinished or old business tonight? Not yet. We'll go to new business. All right. As we're all well aware, Mr. Booth is on to other bigger things. I don't know, bigger. Anyway. So tonight I'm going to ask City Council for approval to appoint as our interim city superintendent our city clerk, Annette Sturdy. I would entertain a motion to that effect.
I'll make that motion. I'll support.
Any questions?
Bill Clement, 1374 South Riverside, and I would imagine it comes with a pay increase?
I was getting right to that.
Pardon me?
I was just getting to that.
All right, well, all right.
All right, so the motion is made and supported. Any other questions? I'm going to ask Ms. Sturdy to put together some sort of compensation package comparable to when Janice did this. If you guys remember, she did it a few years back. And Annette said she will do that and get that to us. Anybody else with a question? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, then I'm going to ask if our new interim city superintendent has any things he'd like to share with us right at this point.
I would like to thank Mayor and Council for the opportunity to further assist during this transition. And then I'm going to communicate with the mayor again about our recent conversations for the city accountant position. Do you want to update on what we've done so far?
Today, Annette had an interview with a temp service that provides accountants for this kind of situation. She asked me to sit in on it. And a young man was there, and he was pretty impressive, actually. Smart, intelligent, respectful. long story short, they will do in 8-week increments. He would be with us for 8 weeks. In 4 weeks, if we don't want him for the next 8 weeks, after 4 weeks, we can just sever ties. In 4 weeks, they'll let us know, do you want to continue? If we do, we continue. He could come on board as soon as, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah. This is just information for your storing in your cranium there. As interim superintendent, it is her responsibility to fill that position, so she's not asking for approval tonight, she's just letting you know that that's happening. Do you want to add anything to that?
I do. I just want to provide some more details on what we were looking into. So last week, the temp agency was contacted, and there was numerous conference calls, resumes reviewed, and the temp agency actually does all the background checks and all of that. So as Mayor Cedar said, it's a minimum 8-week contract with an hourly wage. The agency pays all the benefits, and the person remains an employee of the temp agency. And I believe utilizing this service would provide consistent attention to the finances and allow the permanent city superintendent to then appoint the permanent accountant in the future. That's all I have.
It'd be a good idea to take a look at this for the possibility of using them maybe even longer term, even after new superintendents.
Yeah, I asked the temp agency, and they said, don't you dare, you're not stealing our employees.
No, that's what I meant, to use the temp agency as a longer term.
Well, we looked at that too, and we'll have to look at the numbers, but
Right.
it might make sense, it might not. Okay, all right, so congratulations, good luck.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go to claims and accounts for July 5 and 12.
Hearing no questions, Your Honor, I make a motion to approve as presented.
Support.
Motion made, support, any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Go to number 10, public comment and public questions. Anybody have anything? Yes, sir.
Bill Clair at 1374 South Riverside.
I'm
How
sorry,
we
go
doing
ahead.
on the crack sealing and the sidewalk maintenance?
Say that
Any
again.
dates when we're gonna start them?
Say that, say it one more time, I'm sorry.
Crack sealing
Crack ceiling?
and sidewalk replacement. We got a start date on either of them,
I do not, but if I see Bob Beeth, I'll ask him.
all right? My next question
Crack
is,
ceiling, and what was the other one?
crack sealing and sidewalk replacement.
Sidewalks, yeah.
And St. Clair Highway is open,
Yeah.
correct? Is there any reason that the detour signs are still up?
If they are.
I'm putting that right now.
Where are they? I thought they were down
thought
there.
they
They're
were
on
Where are
Wall
they?
Street, they're on M29, they're on M29 on north end, south end. I was just curious if it's still open, you know, with the signs being up. And I appreciate answers on all three, and while I'm here, how are we doing on this search for new superintendent?
Oh, I'm getting to that under mayor and council comments and announcements, next thing.
All right, thank you.
Yep, anybody else? All right, then let's go to number 11. I do have a couple things, as long as I got that little introduction on that. So every councilman was given the packets with the different applications, been asked to rate those, turn those into a net. She's gonna tabulate that. Hopefully, maybe even by tomorrow, she'll have that tabulated. We'll see. And if so, those tabulations will be sent back out so the council can see the tabulations. Then I'm gonna have to have you guys tell on that, or myself, how many of these people do you want us to call and contact and set up some times to get them in here and interview them? Okay? Now, my question to you, Mr. Downey, is this. When we do these interviews, because I can't remember the last time we did this, I know we did them in this chamber. Is that open to the public?
It is.
It is open to the public. Is the public, the public can't ask questions of the candidates, can they?
They cannot. I mean, I guess it's the privilege of the chairman, but typically no.
Yeah. I didn't think we did last time. So is there any questions about that process, where we're at with that? I think you all pretty much have got your stuff in. She'll get it all tabulated out, send it back out to you guys. Tell us, do through 5 and 6, look, do 1 through 5, 1 through 6, who looks
Do
good?
you think we can have interviews by next meeting?
Before next meeting, you mean?
No, at next meeting.
No, because if we give them each a half hour and there's 6 of them, that's gonna be 3 hours. I
Oh, so
think-
we have to have a special meeting?
Yeah.
I
What I'm
think
gonna do is have Annette try to contact, let's say there's 5, contact them and get the day that works for all of them, because that's what's gonna be hard to figure.
What are you selecting, the top 5 votes?
Well, no, I just use that number, maybe 6, I don't know, 5 or 6, whatever you guys think.
2-6.
6?
Some of
I
them
think
are.
the last time we did 2 days.
Did
I
we?
remember
Yeah.
right.
Do
We
3
did
and
2
3.
days.
Yeah,
Because
we
we
did.
had quite a few.
All right. All right, okay, so that's, anything else on that?
I don't think there should be a number that's determining right now, because if there's 3 that stand out by all of us, and the other 8 do not, then why interview 3 more? Depending on the ranking system that we used.
We're gonna know that once you.
We'll know it once it's tabulated, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So I don't think we should
It'll
put out,
depend on when we call, if there's only 3 and we call 3 and one says, I'm already doing something else, we might want to bring somebody else, the next best one in.
I think it's hard to judge a person by an application anyhow.
That's tough.
it is hard.
All right. And I do want to just tell everyone, you know, the city is struck with just a real tragedy in the past weekend here with Riley Gleason, who, I don't know if you know this, he worked for the city in the summer, cutting grass and such, and he was just a wonderful kid. And I mean, let's all just keep him and his family in our prayers and our thoughts. That's enough. Does anybody else have anything else? All right.
Make a
Report.
motion to adjourn.
Support.
All in favor, say aye. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate your patience. Appreciate your participation.